Let me tell you something. They thought your cutoff game was weak until they experienced it firsthand. You shocked them big time. Let me break it down to you. A lot of people really thought your cutoff game was trash until you finally start leaving their text messages on read. Until you finally, pulled your energy back and let these people feel the impact of your absence. They thought they would just walk all over you like a doormat. They thought they would just use your kindness for weakness, and you wasn't going to do nothing about it. A lot of people really thought they was going to gaslight you and manipulate you. Understand what I'm committed to say? Until one day, you really cut the head off the snakes. Until one day, you finally listened to God, and God was telling you to keep your grass low so I can start revealing the snakes out this grass. Until one day, you really needed these people when you were struggling. They didn't help you when you needed them the most. And that's all the help that you needed. Understand what I'm getting ready to say? Until one day, God removed you from people's life. God removed people from your life, as a matter of fact. Because guess what? He heard conversations you couldn't hear. People talking about you, posting about you. And they got the nerve to act all shocked when they can't find your page no more. Because you didn't block these fools. You didn't cut them off for good. Come on and talk to me. When you stop answering phone calls and leaving text messages on read, just know that guess what? Your absence is their misery. See, at first misery, they used to love your company, but now guess what? Company ain't coming around no more. They ain't got no company. Who are they going to talk to? The ceiling? Understand what I'm saying? So you have to realize people will play victim like they ain't did nothing to you to make you cut them off. People will really play that role like they ain't did nothing to you. Understand what I'm saying? And they knew exactly what they did to you. They knew exactly what made you cut them off. So this is what I'm telling you right now, chosen ones. That's the best decision you could ever made, was cut the head off of these snakes. Because you used to cut people off and then you would go right back to the same people you cut off. Stop going back to these people that you cut off. Because you're going to lose every single time. People ain't changed, they'll never change. You're going to know them by the fruits that they bear. They ain't bearing no fresh fruit. As a matter of fact, guess what? They the rotten fruit out of a whole batch of fresh fruits. All it takes is that one rotten fruit to mess up the whole rest of the batch. So there's a real reason why you have to cut these people off. There was a hindrance to your growth. I'm talking about family, friends, all of them. Your ex-narcissist lover, come on and talk to me. Well, let me tell you, you have to cut a lot of people off to get where you at today. Because you realize everybody not equipped enough to go with you to this next level. You realize that everybody, guess what? They had more than you, and they still didn't want to help you. They were nothing but a dry hater. There was hate on the fact that you had potential. There was hate on the fact that, guess what? That you was going to start doing better than them. And the minute you start doing better than them, they start acting funny. Motherfuckers want to start acting shady. They want to start talking about you. They watching you. They monitoring you. And then they got the nerve to talk about you. And then you ain't going to cut them off. Oh, the work is around. The work is around. And don't you ever forget how they cut you off when you needed them the most. Don't you forget that. How people really try to manipulate and use you when you was at your lowest. Don't forget how people laughed at your pain. Don't forget how people really just walked all over you and lashed out at you like you wasn't going to just get up and resist the devil. You outsmarted your enemies. And the only reason why people were lashing out at you, coming at you foul, trying to manipulate you, because guess what? They had a conniving spirit on them. They had a jealous spirit on them. Some people are really, I'm trying to tell you, man, they will really try to gaslight you and manipulate you because they know you're going through it. They know you're going through the struggle. But guess what? You got up and walked away because you have respect for yourself. You have integrity. You're not going to do anything strange for a little piece of change. People knew exactly they was wrong. They could have helped you without even asking you for a dime. People knew they was wrong by talking about you behind your back, and they didn't want to smile all up in your face, try to get all up in your business. And they was only getting all up in your business, so guess what? They can spread it all across America. Oh, people are shady, man. Pretend like they care about you. Pretend like, hey, man, they going to give you good advice. But you're not even knowing they talking about you like a dog in the street, right behind your back. That's why when you cut people off, you got to cut people off for good. God trying to show you that, guess what? These ain't your people. They will never be your people. Understand what I'm going to say? God be revealing to you how people really are, what spirits they carry. People are just downright dirty. And you thinking the way they got away clean by doing you wrong. They thought that you was going to never, ever be able to cut them off. Until you really, I'm talking about, man, until you really cut them off for good. Oh, you think they don't feel it when you don't respond back to their messages? Oh, they feel it. You starting to see people for who they really are. And sometimes you don't feel like being bothered with that. When you pulled your energy back, oh yeah, you done defeated the devil. You done defeated the enemy. I promise you, because guess what? They ain't got nobody they can, you know what I'm saying, project their fears on. They ain't got nobody they can throw their insecurities on. This is why you was cutting people off. Because you knew people was trying to pull you down to their level. You knew people wasn't there to help you and to push you towards greatness, to uplift you. It's all about what they can get out of you. Come on and talk to me. Got the nerve to throw their insecurities and their fears on you. Amen. Got the nerve to, you know what I'm saying, project their fears on you and trying to tell you what you should do and trying to make it seem like you ain't doing this and trying to dim your light. And then when they going through the struggle, they got the nerve to have their hand out, begging. But these same people watching you. These same people that mistreated you. And you gotta realize, when people show you who they really are, you gotta believe them. People are so selfish and greedy. You hanging out with people that's not giving like you. Come on, who this message is for? You hanging out with people ain't got no favor like you. You hanging out with people ain't got no good heart like you, and you wonder why they doing your ass wrong. You wouldn't be going through this. You wouldn't be having to cut people off if you just learn how to choose the right people, chosen ones. You know I'm going to keep it real with you. As much as I'm preaching to you, I'm preaching to myself. Understand what I'm saying? Now they experienced it firsthand. They the first one that got a dose of this medicine. See, they can dish it out, but they can't take it back. Let me repeat that. They can dish it out, but they sure enough can't take it back. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't gonna do that. Oh, they be back. Oh, this is what they were saying. Oh, I can get him. I can get her. Oh, yeah, we can use them. You'd be surprised what people will say. You'd be surprised what people be coming up with. Different plots and plans and different lies. And oh, you'd be surprised. And then people they got the nerve not to be a man of their word. That's another reason why you cut people off. Seem like ain't nobody a man of their word no more. You ain't no man and a woman of your word. I don't want you around me. Because your word is your bond. You got people talking about, I'm going to pay you back, I'm going to pay you back. They ain't never paid you back. That's another reason why you cutting people off. They playing with your money. And you can tell who people really are. You can tell a lot about people when they don't live up to their word. Another reason why you cut people off, they ain't never apologized to you. You call yourself apologizing to them, they ain't never apologized to you. Another reason why you cut people off is because they selfish. They are downright selfish. Another reason why you cut people off is because they jealous of you. You ain't got time to be hanging out with people who jealous of you, envious of you, want what you have. The devil is a liar. You got to cut people off that want your life. You be a fool. Could you imagine where Abel could have been if he would have cut Cain's ass off? Well, I'm going to tell you, man, when I cut people off, I'm just like Casper the Ghost. I will ghost you in a heartbeat. I would literally exit out of your life. You don't even know I exist. When we say we cut people off, we really got to cut people off. Because you have to realize, guess what? If they did it to you at your lowest moment, what makes you think they ain't going to do it to you at your highest moment? Come on, use your brain. People will set you up. People will plot and plan against you. Certain people are really sent into your life to destroy you. And they thought your cutoff game was weak. They fail to realize you a heavy hitter in the spiritual realm. Oh, now it's hitting hard in their spirit right now. They're not even knowing. You Bill's gonna cut their ass off. That's why they were telling, oh, you gonna change. Oh, I have a feeling you gonna change. Because they already know exactly they ain't gonna never change. Come on and talk to me. People knew exactly what they did to you. And when you cut people off, stand on it. Stand your ground. Because right now, your absence is their misery. Understand what I'm getting ready to say? Your absence is confusing the hell out of people. Come on and talk to me. They can really feel the impact of your absence. I promise you. They know you don't want no parts of them. And now guess what? The next time they see you, they know exactly, amen. They know exactly what to do. They know exactly how to give you credit and give you respect now. Because you ain't just allowing people just to fucking walk all over you. And you're not allowing just anybody into your space. You tell them in the comment below right now and say, talk to the hand. Because the face don't understand. And that's another reason why you cut people off. You can't even make eye contact with people. Don't forget the eyes is the window to the soul. And don't forget, guess what? Their energy don't match yours. Continue to do you. We the chosen ones.